What's up? What's up? I'm your host, TeeJay, and this is TeeJay Talks. We have a crazy show for you today. And before we get into it, please be on the lookout for TeeJay Talks Christ, where we just get into some issues around the Bible. Don't worry, I'll get more into that on Sunday when we start that version of the podcast. But before we get into it, let's introduce the guest for today. We have...
Well, gone. Don't know, say your boy DJ up and gone. They're both right on. Yes, TJ's brother, younger brother, more handsome, obviously. It's your boy Up and Gone. Follow me on Instagram, DJ Up and Gone, and DJ Up and Gone Events. Boom.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Bup. You guys can follow me on YouTube, Instagram. YouTube is what's Bup saying. Instagram is yo_Bup. Yeah.
What's going on, guys? My name's Justin, cousin to the rest of these.
You're
All right, follow me on Instagram, genuine.genius.
I think it ain't genuine though, so
Come on, you know?
I'm actually the... All right, guys. To kick it off, I'm going to ask you guys: do you guys for this year have any New Year's resolutions? Do you have any goals you guys are working towards?
Me personally, just to get in a better financial state. Saving money in this type of economy and whatever recession this is. So I want to save money. DJ wise, just DJ more events within the city, travel more, Toronto, Montreal, States, whatever, and just network and expand my brand. That's pretty much it.
Make sure you look out for DJ Up and Gone and all his events on his. Make sure you look at his Instagram and see what's popping off.
Yeah. For me, just really want to work on my YouTube, and kind of start creating more, same thing with the whole financial thing. I want to start saving more money, investing, all of that good stuff. But right now I really want to start focusing on my YouTube and, just trying to put myself out there more than what I'm doing now. Yeah.
Try to be more consistent.
More consistent, all of that, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Same thing for me. Everybody knows it's a financial thing. Look what's going on outside.
Right?
Okay, so the money grind is a real thing.
Everybody's broke out here.
Besides that, man, I work in healthcare right now, and I love what I do, but I just feel like it's time to level up again. So now I want to become the supervisor of my department. Or
there you
something.
go.
I want to take care of the team,
There you go.
So, are you guys in relationships? You guys single? Well, go on.
Well, hold on. You didn't give us your resolution, nigga.
My resolution is this podcast is just making sure I just keep going with this, stay consistent, because for a while, for 6 months, I was off. This shit was done. So shout out to Dougal and Viral Clean for letting me use their warehouse when I first started off. So now we moved into a different location, and we're just trying to stay consistent and keep the content moving, keep it going.
And now we're in a different location. We're in my old bedroom, fam. That's what it is. But we found it. Yeah, we're in my old bedroom, dog.
But we had to force it. We had to paint the whole room. Had to make some next level designs and just level up and just keep it moving.
Yeah, man, that's good.
So back to my main question for the nigga cut me off. Are y'all single or are you guys in relationships? What's up?
This nigga's asking me like he doesn't live with me, bro. You already know I'm in a relationship.
I know, but these people don't know. So
these niggas don't know. These niggas don't mind your business. No, I'm in a relationship. Past 10 years, I am what's it called? Engaged.
Yes. There you go. Yeah.
Bless. Evander, what about you?
Yeah, I'm in a relationship. We're actually going on 1 year now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's getting to that 1 year mark. One of the longer relationships I've been in before. But yeah, I am in a relationship, yeah.
So same here. I just had my 1 year too in
no
January.
way.
Yeah, man, that's how it is. So yeah, there's bumps in the road and stuff, but I love her all the same. So that's where we're at.
Yo, just bring the mic closer to you. Yeah, talking to it.
Yo.
Perfect. So we need to make sure that people can hear us when we're speaking on this thing.
Man, they gotta subscribe. You want that? Come on.
Okay, first question, or the second question, basically. Something you learned or had to change about your lifestyle once you started living with your gal.
Ooh, that's how we're doing this podcast, bro.
Let me start that over here.
That's how we're doing this podcast. Oh,
all right, Justin, start us off, Justin. Let's go.
You need patience, bro. All right. Yes, we love them, but you know what that means, okay? It's like a 9 to 5. I'm just gonna be real.
I said 9 to 5.
You gotta stay true.
What about you, Evander?
Me. So what's the question? What's changed?
What have you learned,
Learned.
or something you changed your lifestyle once you started living with your girl? Like, this man rolled his eyes.
I didn't roll my eyes. I'm thinking, like communication, realizing how much you have to communicate, and like kind of look at things from a different perspective, honestly, like, because one thing I've realized is that like women think differently from us men. So I've kind of had to adjust, how I think and how I look at things, because it might not be the same for her or for me, and I have to kind of understand that, it's like everything ain't the way I see it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, yeah.
That's actually pure facts.
Yeah, no, I thought that was-
Like,
That's something I've struggled with, like it's like for me, like I'm a simple-minded guy, I see one thing one way, and it's like in her head it's a completely
It's more complex.
it's more complex, you know what I mean? And
It's girl math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The math is not mathing.
that shit ain't making sense.
you know?
DJ Abagad, what about you?
Pretty much everything that they both said. Definitely, you have to blood clot learn how to be patient. You have to be patient. You have to be understanding. Cooperation. One thing for me per se was again to learn how to communicate more, because just as Evander said, like we're all like pretty much the same. We all grew up with the same. So in terms of communication, I feel like we all have the same type of mindset, like where we kind of think of ourselves, or we know what we want, so we're gonna go do it. We don't necessarily need approval from other people to, give us the go ahead about, oh yeah, you can do this. But for me, it's just the small things that you need to communicate, the small things that you necessarily overlook or don't even think it's small. It's actually a big thing to
Big
them.
thing, yeah, man.
So just learning to communicate effectively, bringing up stuff that, you can't run away from certain things, right? So definitely the communication, financial aspect, because you're no longer, putting finances for yourself. You're now looking for both, especially if you guys live together in the same house,
Yeah.
right? Like
The
what you
$10
can.
meal turned into 80.
The $10 meal turns into a whole 2-day argument, fam. Yeah, so like the finances, just everything. You're no longer your independent self. You're now you're now considered like
A unit
a
now.
unit where you can't just think for yourself, which means your communication needs to be on par, the financial aspect needs to be on par, and then just your old living habits or whatever. Like you need to
That
be able
too.
to understand that. You know what I mean? Like you're. This is obviously from like 5-10 years of,
course.
but like you have to be able to adapt your living style to now that of a couple. So you can't be, having a space and I leave my clothes. When I come from the club, bro, I just dash off my shirt and leave it there. And
So is that a thing that she's gone on you about? Like, what are things you've done that they've actually gotten on you about?
listen,
Like what? Like there must be. Like listen, I don't live with my girl, so I don't go through these things, so I don't know. Like
it's just like sharing your own space. Like because again, so sharing your own space where I could take off my clothes or something, or my area, my DJ area is perfectly organized to how I want it to be. There might be a few cables and stuff here. It may look messy to someone else.
Yeah.
So to like wifey, whatever, she'll think it's messy. And I have to be considerate of that, sharing her space. So I know like sharing space and not being messy here and there, that can also be an argument that's come up, or just certain things around the house that I don't really care for, that is a big deal to them. So got to be mindful. Okay, like she likes the spices arranged a certain type of way. She likes the plates organized some type of way. Your own business. I wash the plates, put them on the counter.
right.
That's we're done,
that's
bro.
why
Right?
as men, like we don't think about those small things. Like we just put the place where the plate's supposed to go.
Yeah.
Women want it a certain way, placed a certain way, in a certain, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So like, what about you guys, Amanda? Does she get on you about certain things that you
She
do?
used to, but she pretty much made it clear, made it clear on what, like, once you wanted, like, like when I used to walk into the house, it was just like I can just take my shoes off and just walk in. No, you got to put your shoes in the closet. Don't just leave them at the front door. That was something I used to do. You know what I mean? And like, like dishes, when I'm done eating, sometimes I'll just put the dish in the sink and we'll do it later. But she's like, no, I have a fucking dishwasher. Put it in the dishwasher. What are you doing? Like things like that. Like that is something that she kind of got on me for, and now I don't really do it as much as I do anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, makes sense. What about you, Justin?
Dude, I have to be grateful, honestly, because she allows me to be who I am.
Oh yeah.
And I have to take that into consideration. I love her the same way too. So she knows when I'm having a bad day, when I'm having a good day. So if I choose to be messy, she just allows me to be that. If I say over at her house,
That's
where
nice.
everything is spick and span and clean all the time. Me too. I am that same type of person. But when my life gets messy, when my brain gets messy, she just lets me be that person. You know what I mean? She won't complain about it.
She doesn't play. She doesn't get on you about nothing.
Bro, I'm grateful.
That's
That's
good.
that's crazy.
That's
I
good.
haven't heard a girl like that. Usually girls get mad about you, but you're leaving your towel on the floor or
Dude,
some
our
shit,
issues
or
somewhere
Yeah.
else.
like it's crazy. Like I remember one of my boys said, when you live with the girls, the littlest things start to annoy you about them. And it's like even the way they brush their teeth is mad. I'm just like, what? I'm like, what?
That's facts. That's
I've
facts.
never heard that. Like I
Like
don't know,
what?
maybe-
The way who brushes their teeth?
I don't
like
know because you spend so much time with them. Like, is there some? Is there certain
They start
things
to
they
get on your
do
nerves. You're
that get on
saying,
your
yeah.
nerves? Like maybe the way she chews a certain way or she does it. Like, yeah. Yo,
is that
like,
really how it is?
I don't know.
really how it
Johnny Josh, he's jumping on something to say, but
Nigga, she gonna see this, so I'm holding my tongue.
nah. Me, if you don't say it, I'm actually gonna call this podcast. We're afraid of our girlfriends. You better say something, bro. You better say something.
Bro, okay, this is the thing. Okay, after you get into, maybe you guys can add in on this. Just like again, going back to like how we were raised. Because when first of all, before I continue my thing, Caribbean men growing up, like we obviously had to learn how to communicate effectively, right? We had to learn how to control our own emotions and blah 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 blah, all that stuff. So for me, when it comes down to like that question you're asking me, when I get annoyed, everything that they're doing annoys me. Everything. Like we just had an argument. I just need to be by myself. I need to collect my thoughts and just de-escalate myself, whatever. And then there's minor things that she'll do, and it's just pissed me off. And it's not like on a regular day it would be pissing me off. But just because I'm hot and
It's irritable.
you're irritable, like yo, fam, go breathe over there, dog. Like, what do you?
For real.
That's what I know. It's about
can hear you thinking.
women.
You know, like yo, I can hear your thoughts, bro. Like move.
That's why you know, like stuff about women is like when they get in fights with us, they want to fix it right away.
Right away.
But I'm not like that. Like if you
I need
piss me
space
off
for a second.
like I need to go for a walk and cool off and just I'll come back and then we'll talk about it later. But they want to when you're already pissed off, they're trying to reason with you. I'm like, nah, I'm not trying to reason right now. I can't.
What
be in a room with you.
what happens to me is when I say I'm gonna go for a walk, he said if you leave, you're not coming back.
Oh,
If you walk out, you're not coming back.
Bro, say that right now.
What? I'm like, man.
what do you mean you're not coming back?
Walk out that door.
This man locks himself in the bathroom.
That's what happens to me. But like, you know, I agree with you. Like, you know, when something happens, it's like, you know, they want to fix it right now, you know, or it's well, I don't want to like put my girlfriend on the spot, but it's like, you know, sometimes she's not the best communicator when it does happen. You know, like I'm asking her what's wrong, she's like nothing. You know, like I don't know
Yo,
if anyone else has.
Stop that nonsense right now, bro.
You know, like it's like no, it's not nothing. Tell me what's going on. It's like no, it's nothing, and it's like it's just a back and forth thing that you know you try to get it out of them, but
Yeah.
you know it's not happening right away. Sometimes, you know.
I feel like everything takes time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like be patient with the situation because even though they're hot about it and they want to fix it right now, but how they're thinking right now and how we could handle this 2 hours from now is different.
Yeah.
Because you gave it a second to breathe. You know what I mean?
What's been working with my relationship is like, well, we try to implement it, but she's also the type of person that would want to fix it right away.
Okay.
But we've learned like each other's communication styles because again, like when I'm hot, I don't want to talk, right? I don't want to think of anything. I don't want to I just want to relax. And so she's become more understanding of that because of our communication styles. And it's like, hey, after an argument, it's better off that we take our space. We can recollect our thoughts and then come back and talk about it once we're fully debriefed. Because
Right.
say me and you are having an argument, I'm not really listening to what you're saying. I'm only going to think of a rebuttal to what you're saying.
Yeah.
And then the issue just gets prolonged and doesn't go anywhere rather than, okay, let's come back, readdress this. I had time to think about it myself. You should have had time to think about it yourself.
Yeah.
And then let's actually talk and sit down and hear each other rather than you say something, I'm jumping back on your back, you're
That's
jumping
the
back
thing.
on me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And sometimes you be saying stuff that you don't even mean.
sometimes,
in the moment.
sometimes I'm no, you know
That's
what?
that's why you need that time away.
Yeah.
'Cause you-
That's
like when you get me mad to that certain point, I don't want to say something crazy or out of pocket. So it's like, just let me go walk and come back.
We'll deal with this after.
It's like,
Because then I'll say something like out of pocket. Like you'll say something to me and I'll say, fuck your eyebrows, nigga.
it's crazy because sometimes like my friends, when something happens or someone says something to me, they say, "TeeJay, why are you so calm?" I'm just like, listen, I don't have a balance. It's either I go hard and I insult you. I can't joke around for fun. Like I can't. Like if I'm gonna get back at you, I'm gonna go back to hurt you.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like
hitting
I don't
soft
have
spot
any
right
middle
there.
ground. You know what I mean? If you do something to me, I'm gonna like. If you try to like verbally disrespect me, I'm just like I can't keep it light. I'm gonna bring something from your past that you told me. I'm gonna bring it to the light.
Well, hold on, that's something different though. That's talk about a disrespectful level. No, like if someone's like talking to you to disrespect you, that's something different. But like communicate in a sense of like coming down to a problem, like you're arguing something.
Like if let's say if we're arguing something, like sometimes females like when you're arguing with them, they bring up some reckless. They start talking reckless, and it's just like, where are you getting these facts from?
Yeah.
And it cheeses you even more because it's like
Because they remember
it's not-
everything. They remember everything.
It's not even that they remember. Sometimes they just talk out their ass, and I'm just like, what are you saying? Like I have the receipts. I have a good memory too, and I know like I never said this and I never did this. So it was like, why are you even? Where is this even coming from? You know what I mean?
But in that moment, you look at it and you're like, you know what you're doing.
Yeah, they're trying to gaslight you. They're trying
Don't
to get.
try and bring me to that point because when I get there, now it's my fault. It's a problem. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Like,
Yeah.
it's the same thing when they tell you like, for me, it's because I'm single. It's like, if they say like, "Oh, you played me," it's like, what do you mean I played you? I told you from the get go what I was. I'm focusing on the podcast. This is my goal. I'm not in I'm not in the headspace to commit all my time to you right now.
Yeah.
And then just because you talk to them on a daily basis,
Yeah.
they just kind of think like, oh, they just have these expectations of you being that boyfriend material. Like, you should treat them like I'm your man.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, listen, I didn't play you. I was straight up with you. I told you what it was.
Yeah.
But yet you're acting a certain way. You're getting angry now.
And then she'll start saying stuff like
She started saying reckless. She started reckless, saying like, "Oh,
Okay.
yada yada yada." But I'm just like, listen, nah.
You're being nonchalant about
Yeah, I
it.
mean, I'm very calm because like, I'm not. I don't let people get me to that place anymore. Like to get angry for me to cuss them out.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like, if you, like, life is hard already as a man, especially in this economy. So it's just like, if you're gonna cause stress with me, I'm just gonna move.
supposed
I'm
to
gonna
be
move.
peace.
But that also like goes to their maturity level, because if you're trying to have a constructive, like effective communication, or like effective talk, whatever, and we can't successfully have a talk without you bringing up reckless shit or you like trying to insult or whatever to get your point across, okay, well then you're immature, because then like if we're trying to come to a conclusion on our conversation, there's necessarily no need for you to be speaking recklessly towards myself or just being disrespectful or bringing up stuff. Like if you're gonna bring up stuff in the past, make sure it's relevant, or just don't bring it up at all. And then we should be able to have like an effective communication without insulting each other. And if it gets to the point of insulting each other, well then you shouldn't even be having a conversation in the first place.
Yeah.
Couldn't have said it better.
Yeah, because this is the thing. Like people don't understand, because like someone will get cussed out, and it's not gonna be me. You know what I mean? But because like Caribbean men, I find like we obviously have a temper, and sometimes people forget that we have a temper. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, we have to check ourselves, because I will say some stuff, the patois will come out. There's nobody's getting saved. Like nobody's getting saved. Bro.
Once we're
Like,
there, you're saying.
yeah, bro. So like we can have a conversation, but like let's try to make this as smooth as possible. Which goes back to my last point, where it's like, yo, let's take some time to reflect on what happened, so we can actually talk in a good space. Because if we're still talking in a bad space, you're gonna say some shit. I want to say some shit. Someone's gonna get cussed out. Somebody's gonna end up walking home, and it's not gonna be me.
That's why I'm so calm with situations. Like I don't let shit bother me. Like if they're gonna, it depends who they are to you and how much they mean to you. Like if they mean a lot to you and I care about them, yes, I'm gonna try and fix it. But right now it's like if I'm talking to a girl for like a week and she's trying to cheese me on some nonsense topic, I'm kind of like, okay, my mind is out of it now. I'm just gonna focus on what I got to focus on. I got to focus on the podcast. I got to focus on other shit, because this. Like you work all day, you have other shit going on. I don't
That's
have
the
time
thing.
to
Like
be.
I feel like women, they're supposed to be your peace at the end of the day. You know, like when you come home, you want it to be peaceful. You don't want to have to deal with whatever it is that was going through their head all day while you were at work, or you know what I mean. Like they should be your piece at the end of the day. You
It's your
know,
support system.
like your support system, right?
But at the same time, we're supposed to be that support system to them
yeah,
as
as
well.
well, it is
So it's
two
both.
ways.
It's definitely both ways.
Both ways, yeah, of course.
You have to take a chance just to understand each other.
So now I'm gonna ask you, when was the last fight you had with your girl?
Oh
gosh,
God,
What
damn.
and what was it about?
Oh God, damn.
Really?
What was the last fight you had with your girl, and what was it about?
Oh, you guys might have to start.
This is the thing, bro. There's so many fights that happen, and then when you look back at it, we're like, "Yo, why are we
Why?
arguing over
Why?
peanut butter going in the fridge or going in the pantry, dog? Like, why?
Or something we've already talked about before.
Yeah, like there's so many small fights that happen, and it's so hard to like recollect or think about like a significant fight.
Okay, so what's the last fight you remember that got you upset? Like, if you had to think of one fight, there must have been one thing that.
I sure hope they don't see this.
I'm trying
You
to
know
say
they
something.
are. Yo, she's already looking for the videos if it was posted.
I literally calling this.
on, man.
I'm afraid of my girlfriend because
Oh,
this is not talking shit. It's just hey, they know the fight too, so they're aware.
so what was your last fight? The peanut butter?
I have a similar story.
Yeah.
Just that's not the last fight though.
Okay, let's talk about a serious fight then.
Serious,
serious
fight?
fight?
Yeah, the last one where it was like,
All right,
this won't break
all
us
right,
up, but
okay,
it's for real.
okay, Justin, you kick it off then. I feel like you have
Come
one.
on, V.
Me, I know your girl's not gonna watch.
I think our biggest problem is, I think she brought her past with her. So I understand that everybody has traumas and like got hurt or fucked up from the person before, but I think we're trying something new. This is between me and you. You feel me? Whatever that was, bro, you have to leave that. That's like leaving your problems at the door when you walk through.
Bro.
If I'm cheesed at work and I come home and now I'm cheesed with you, you're gonna be mad at me that I did that. So I just feel like leave it where it's at, you know? Baby's got jealousy issues, okay?
Yeah.
Man, I can leave my phone at home by accident or whatnot. And I'm like, I'm already telling people at work, I'm like, bro, I feel like I'm about to lose my girl because I forgot my phone at home. not even saying that I'm doing anything wrong or anything, but she just where her mind is at, she'll go through it. You already have my password and stuff. Like, I just feel like I think that everybody's entitled to their own privacy in some space. If we live and we share everything, I don't go through your phone, even though I have your password. I just feel like it's yours. You know?
That's your privacy essentially.
Yeah.
That's your.
You need something, right?
So that was your last fight? Like she went into your phone, like she was looking
Yeah,
for
and
your phone?
it turned into a problem. Whatever. Some I don't know, big booty bitch or something. I have no idea. She found something that she didn't like, and then finally, once we spoke about it, she understood where I was coming from, and that's not something that should be able to tear us apart. You know,
I saw a big body got like your phone.
I'm just saying. Who's this? Oh my god.
What about you?
OnlyFans.
Evander, what about you?
Man, I'm trying to think. Like I know we had a small fight last night.
Oh,
Ish, kind of.
oh.
It was just one of those things where like
Was this
'cause
after?
because you know how like we were all together last night, and you know she didn't like the fact that I wasn't spending as much time as with her while we were all there.
At the party?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and it was just like, I mean, like I'm with my fams, you know, I can't just,
Gotta understand
you're still
that.
here, you know, you haven't gone anywhere. We're all here together.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's one of those things where like, she just wished I was with, or I checked in with her more. Like that whole night when we were all together last night, I think I might have sat with her and chilled with her for like maybe like 3 times out of the whole night. And she didn't like that. She wanted more. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, like I guess it's an attention
Wife
thing.
used to be like that actually.
Yeah, it's an attention thing. You know what I mean? And I didn't know because I was kicking it with you. I was kicking it with you. And
I
like,
wouldn't say it's a.
you know, I wasn't looking at the time. I was just enjoying myself.
I wouldn't say it's an attention thing. I'd say it's more so like of a reassurance kind of thing.
Agree.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
agree
because I
on the
mean,
reassurance
like
part.
if you think about it, we knew each other, right? Obviously, there was other people that we didn't know that were there.
Yeah.
So as much as she could have been comfortable with the people that's there, she maybe wanted to be more comfortable with you
Yeah, of course.
in that predicament, in that area. Like I know wifey used to say that a lot, like where I'm with the fam and she'll come back to me and she'll say, "You didn't spend enough time with me tonight." I'm like, "Nigga, what are you talking about, fam?" Like, I'm with Evander, dog. Like, but she'll be like, "Well, yeah, like I know it's your family time and da da." But that's something that we've like. This is 10 years, right? So like,
Like I
But
said, I'm on 1 year now.
yeah,
So it's like,
but I mean, like we have an understanding where it's like, hey, yeah, you're with my family, but I would appreciate if you check in on me every now and then and
That's
say
the
like, hey,
thing.
are you doing, or like maybe just have 5 minutes, or
But-
let's eat together, or sit down. You know
but,
what I mean?
but here's the thing, like what I don't get is like, okay, you can come to me and tell me that, but why do you have to make it a thing that drags on for the whole night till the morning? You know what I mean?
Well, she didn't even mention this to you at the party or try to pull you aside. and
No,
talk
she
to
didn't.
you.
She didn't do that.
Wait.
No. I'm lying. She did.
Yeah.
She did. But after she told me, she still had that
So
kind of.
she kept it in. She balled it in.
Yeah, you know, even when we were driving home, it was kind of quiet in the car. You know, it was like, like why can't you just tell me and then we can just kind of move on?
Just fix it.
But it's like it's not like that.
My thing is with that situation, I'm kind of like, I understand that if we go to a party and it's all my friends, she doesn't know anyone, I'll stick around her a little bit more because she doesn't know anybody. And you can't, like, I've been in that situation where you're with your girl's friends and you don't really know them, so you're just kind of lingering around because they don't know you, you don't know them, so you don't really know, you just feel like you're just
Like I guess that's
you're
what
stuck.
happened last night.
Yeah, but I mean, like
but-
last
but-
night,
but-
everybody was just chilling like together.
the thing
But
is-
I couldn't tell, because I was distracted with the fams, like maybe I should have been focusing on her more, but like, like I don't know, I guess I couldn't tell that that's what was happening.
But me, I would have probably did the same way because she came to our house. We had the game night, and
That's what I mean.
She's been with Nikria. She's been with my sister Tanisha. She's been with Alethea. So it's just like me in that situation. I'm thinking, oh, she's with the girl. She's fine. Like she's good. She's
That's
chilling.
what I
You know
thought.
what I mean, so I wouldn't think about checking on her either. If I had a girl too, because I'd be like, oh, she's met my family. She's met most of these people. Like, so she should be comfortable if I'm not around her. But like, I don't know. I guess
I don't know.
But
Some girls want more reassurance.
And I
Some
think
girl-
that, yeah, I think that's what it is. Maybe it is a reassurance thing because maybe even still that she met Alethea, Cree, and everyone else. Maybe she's still a little bit shy. You know what I mean? But I'm not her. I don't know that. You know what I mean? So I mean, I'm happy she told me, but I just wish at the end of the night she could have been more cool about it.
yeah, just not be upset or
Not be
pissed
upset.
about
Like
the
I
shit.
didn't
Wait,
know.
so she was like genuinely upset,
No, not genuinely. Not like upset,
She,
but
like,
like she had an
bothered.
attitude.
Yeah.
bothered. Okay.
Yeah, like
okay.
like she had an attitude. She was just kind of like she wasn't really speaking much in the car because of it, and and whatnot. And we went to bed, and she was still kind of just quiet.
So what did you say when she brought that up?
Well, I told her, I'm like, hey, I didn't know I was with the fam. Like, I'm sorry, da 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 da. But but I guess that still isn't enough. And like,
The thing is with family gatherings, I don't know how black family gatherings compared to white family gatherings. I don't know, but our family gatherings, when we get together, we're lit. We're having a good time.
It's a savage thing, bro. Eh?
Wow, you know what I mean? So it's like it's hard to think of what my girlfriend's doing because it's like you're just so wrapped up in the moment.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
Yeah,
it's like I think they just need to understand like the different cultures, and when you're around a black family, depending who your girl is, that we get loud, we get energetic, we just vibe off people's energy, and we're just getting that moment.
yeah.
So I don't know how like their family gatherings, if they're calm or if they're loud the same way.
Well,
but it's like
I can.
Okay, so hold on. Let me ask you a question then. So say you flipped it, right? Say you went to her house for family gathering. Moderately a few people there, whatever. Would you feel the need for her to check in with you?
Nope.
No.
No. I've gone to her parents' house when she wasn't there and just kicked it because she needed me to go and get something.
Yeah, but
and I
like
just
in
gotta-
a
party
in a different in a
in
party.
a different type of environment where it's. So last night it was
honestly, no, I don't think
No?
so. Like I could entertain myself. Like I have my phone. I can distract myself, and if it comes up to it, or I'm a very social guy, I'll make conversation with anybody. That's just me, though.
okay.
You know what I mean? Like I'm an extrovert. Like I can talk to anyone.
Do you think that she maybe felt away because myself, Gandhi, and Justin were around our partners for a majority of the night?
Maybe.
And well, that's the thing.
But at the end of the day, I did go and check in.
Yeah.
And she knows that. But I didn't do it enough.
Okay.
It's not like I ignored her the whole night. But maybe to her it felt like it. You know
that's
what I mean?
crazy to me.
I did go and check in with her, and when I sat, but when I went to go see her and sit beside her, she was already upset.
Oh damn.
Yeah, and it's just like,
back now.
right? It's just like,
But she could have spoke on that right there, to be honest.
well, that's
She
the
could
thing.
have
Like,
pulled you to the side and been like, "Hey, it's not even that she feels awkward. She knows the people there, but she maybe just feels stronger standing beside you."
that's it.
You know what I'm saying?
You
She
know,
knows
like
those people.
yeah.
We brought you here because you are our family now. You got to take that for what it is. It's either you get rowdy or you just sit down. I don't know. I don't know what I'm to say. Go find a chicken wing or something. I don't know.
That KFC was lit, by the way. I say,
You like the KFC?
the KFC was fire,
Oh
right?
my gosh. I like Alethea's chicken better.
Yeah.
Oh, it was good. It was good. Tasted just like barbecue chicken.
Did you want to hear about my last fight? Because I have.
I'm ready.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
ready. You've been swimming around that and dodging out. I've been waiting for you.
Oh, I just remembered. My last fight, I could provide 2 examples, but my last fight was over a video game.
Oh no.
Oh.
Was over a video game. We have a Switch. We had this this cooking game. Oh, by the way, we played It Takes Two. It's lit.
You played the Takes Two?
Yeah, it was lit.
Bro, it's sick.
So even that,
That
but,
game is
okay,
stupid.
that's not the one I'm referring to.
You seen it?
I seen it. I'm like, what kind of foolishness these niggas play?
Nah, it goes hard. You can't play the game without the other person.
Yeah, no, it's lit. But even you know what? I wasn't even going to refer to that game, but that game, same thing happened where we had an argument. But anyways, so we bought a Switch, and we have I can't remember this game, but it's a cooking game where you are 2 partners in a kitchen, and orders come up and you have to deliver the orders.
Okay.
So you have to essentially, for example, right?
Foolish game.
There's you're in a restaurant type of environment and you have different tasks. So say there's a cheeseburger or something, you have to get the bread, you have to get the meat, cut up the meat, put it on the grill, fry the grill.
Okay.
It's a multitasking game and it's a partnership type of game, right? So you have to have great communication to like get the orders right and get them out on time.
Oh my god.
Right?
Guy gets wild, turns into Gordon Ramsay right there.
You-
Y'all don't butt up my meat.
You know, and so in the game too, like I know I'm going off a little bit, but in the game too, the food can burn, which means you got to restart. It's like a functioning restaurant essentially, right? I can't remember the name of it, but anyways, so
Bro, I'm interested in that game.
I will give it to you later on. But we're playing this game.
Don't play that game.
We're playing this game, and I don't know. I think she had an attitude or something. I don't even know. But we played the game. I think we came into the house and we kind of had a little bit of subliminal anger or kind of thing going on, or some type of attitude. Anyway, so we played the game, and she's getting so amped up about this game, and I'm like, "Hey, let's get this done, whatever." And the communication was off, right? She's telling me something to go like, "Okay, I'm gonna handle this. You handle this." I repeated it back to her, but differently in the way that I understood what she was saying. So I'm like, "Hey, so you're gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, right?" And then she pops off and she's getting angry and she's getting loud. Like,
And this is a real argument.
fam, this is an argument. We ended up turning off the game. I had to check her. I'm like, yo, first of all, relax and check your tone, fam.
Oh
We
my
forgot it was
god.
a
Like-
game, bro.
Yo, like,
Forgot it was a
guy,
game.
it's a game. Let's
was
chill.
real
Let's
life,
vibe. You know, that led to a different conversation about communication, and we had a whole on. It wasn't a fight. It was like an argument.
Yeah.
You know, like at the end of the night, I was in the living room. She was in the living room. She was on her phone on TikTok, and I was just watching TV. It was quiet, and I was just scrolling over, just organizing my music. But it was over a game, just the communication styles of like how we're gonna complete the task, and then that blew up.
No way.
Yo, after that fight, I'm actually throwing away the game. We're not playing together again.
You know what's funny? Me and Veronica had a fight, but it wasn't our last one, and it was over a game. It was
Fam,
over a
you-
card game.
Okay,
Like,
card
game?
Card game.
competitive, bro. That's what happens when you put 2 competitive.
It was a
people
it was a
together.
card game.
What card game were you guys playing?
We picked it up at Walmart. Like,
Man said Uno.
nah, it was
They
was
actually
like-
get cheese when you fuck them over in Uno, huh? They get cheese when you give them like a +4. Pick a +2, they give you the
was
side eye.
I forget the game is like called like Taco Hat Cake Pizza.
What?
It's that's all I can say. You need to play the game to understand why it's titled that.
Okay.
But we were playing that game, and like for example, like I'll explain the game quick. Like so, you get cards, and on the cards there's taco, hat, cake, pizza, but sometimes a hat could look like a cake, and a cake could look like a hat. So you have to say the word that shows up on the card, et cetera, et cetera. And if you say the wrong word, you have to pick up cards, and the whole idea is to get rid of your cards. Anyways, we were playing the game, and I was winning.
Yeah.
Right. And she didn't like that. She said I was cheating, blah blah blah. You know. And then she's like, oh, you know what? I'm already checked out of the game. I don't want to play anymore. Blah blah blah. Yeah. I'm like, all right, whatever. So whatever, the game's done. She flings the cards and
Somebody's throwing it. I knew that was coming. Somebody dashed the whole deck.
Dash the deck, gets up, goes to the kitchen, doesn't even talking. I tried talking to her. He's like, "Fucking cheating, bro."
But she yeah, man.
Yeah, your girl's competitive.
No, yeah, she's very competitive. She is very competitive.
Take her ass mini putting.
She won't do bowling. She won't do mini putting.
No?
Why?
No,
Why?
she doesn't like bowling.
She's like mini putting.
I don't think anybody
I
really likes
don't, I don't
bowling.
think so. I don't think she likes mini putting any sport like that. Like she likes go karting. Like she's that kind of girl.
Yo, she can get slapped at Top Card.
Yeah,
Right?
she loves go karting.
She wants to
loves,
smoke.
She
yo.
loves things like that. You know what I mean?
Okay, she likes arcade games like
Yeah.
like basketball, like shooting
Basketball,
game, all
like
that shit.
physical stuff, like
Okay.
anything like bowling and mini putting aren't it.
All right, yeah.
Wait. We should ask you when you like. What's one of the arguments you had with someone that was so ridiculous that you said bun it, or even that's with the whole girl?
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
There was one girl I was talking to, and she was I remember I told her one day, I was like, yo, I'm tired. Like I told her today, I was like, this whole week has just been shit. Like I'm tired. Like this day's whack. Like I'm just in a bad mood, whatever. Right. So I was just not in the mood for anything. I was just like, I'm like at home chilling, just want to watch TV. Like I don't want no nonsense. Basically, like I'm not in the mood for nothing. Right. I'm just trying to chill. I'm trying to relax. And something came up about where she said, oh, one day you should cook me dinner or something. And I'm like, okay, we'll see. Like, I don't know. Like, I have to like you to a certain point for me to go and cook dinner for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just said, I'm like, all right.
Okay.
I'm like, all right, we'll see. And then this girl just went off me saying, like, how come you can never give me a straight answer? I'm like, yo, chill out. I'm like, yo, like, and she just started going off of me like, oh, why come you never be serious? I'm like, listen, bro, like
It's the deep side for me, though.
it's kind of like it's one of those things. Like I'm not into entertaining these small like fights. Like this, it makes no sense to me. It's like if you're gonna come at me with some nonsense, when after I told you I'm not having a good week or I'm not having a good day, and you're trying to pull up some argument over nonsense.
It be like that sometimes because maybe they're not having a good day either.
I'm like, yo, go in the corner and count something. I don't know, bro. Don't come over here with that nonsense. Trying to like, if you're having a bad day, trying to start something. You're trying to like get me upset. It's kind of like, listen. That's when I just start like, I just distance myself. I'm just like, yo, I told you how I'm feeling, and it's like you went out of your way just to start something. So it's just like, do you really want someone? Like, that kind of puts in perspective if you want to be with someone like that. It's kind of like if we're still in the beginning phase, and I tell you I'm not feeling well, like or whatever, and you start arguing over something. It's kind of like, okay, so you want to get me angry? Like I'm in a neutral zone right now. Like my feelings aren't up, my feelings aren't low. I'm just neutral.
Just whatever.
I'm just whatever. But now you want to turn that whatever to this man just got cheese. Like this, you want a man just to get me to that level.
Trying to get under your skin.
Right? And it takes me a lot for me to get angry or want me to cuss anybody out. Like I don't think I've cussed any woman out in a long time. I don't cuss anybody out. I think there's no reason for me to get upset. I just move on.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like when you're old, like, I'm in my 30s. It's like certain things is not worth me wasting my breath on.
Yeah.
Like if you care about her, of course you're gonna try and fix it. If I care about the girl, yes, I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna try and talk to her and find a solution. But when it's in the beginning, it's been like a week, and you're starting some shit with me. I'm like, listen,
Next. Swipe right.
That's when you don't. That's when you don't hear from me. You don't hear from me, and then you're like, oh, why'd you ghost me? You know why? No, like, nah, don't do that.
That's what she called the dollar menu, eh?
That's
The dollar menu.
That's what she has to go. That's just. Man just got me actually a little bit upset right now. My blood pressure, just thinking about it, I'm just like, Jesus. If she sees this, she might just come back in my DMs and start cussing me out.
I know you were talking about.
I'm just like, it's a podcast. Am I talking shit? Hey, I didn't say the name, so no one really knows what I'm talking about. So it's like, why are you
Sarah?
upset? I mean, who the hell is Sarah?
I don't even know who Sarah is.
I'm like, who the hell is that? I'm like, I don't even.
You know who it is?
No, I have no idea.
Here's who it is.
Okay.
I'm just like, I don't think I've ever talked to a Sarah in my life.
I was just trying to start shit.
But okay, so I'm gonna ask you guys something. What's one thing your girl knows to do that will get you instantly upset?
Yo,
Oh, oh.
She knows that one thing to do to gaslight you to get you upset right away.
yo, I'm gonna say, when we're when we're having an argument or even a conversation, I'm talking and she rolls her eyes. So like, for one, I had to work on my communication, right? So when I communicate, I have to say everything. I have to like get everything in my head out and express that to you in a way that I understand because I'm saying it to you, and I need to say it or sometimes over explain it to make sure that you understand. But there's times where she would get annoyed, or because my point doesn't coincide with her point, she would start getting annoyed and like roll her eyes and like, oh yeah, all right, y'all bet, yo, talk with yourself. Peace.
But is that something she's doing to get you upset on purpose?
No, that's something that she knows will get me upset on purpose. That's something like she says that she doesn't really do it on purpose. It's just kind of automatic kind of thing. But it's just like, yo, we're having a conversation. You know that if you like, I'm talking to you, I'm looking you in your eyes, and then when you roll your eyes, you're just dismissing everything I just said.
Okay.
Like it has no interest in you.
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're
So
saying.
then,
Yeah.
like, we had this conversation so many times, and she knows
That'd get
and
me
I'll
upset
get,
too.
and I'll just,
That get me pissed,
I'm
bro.
like, and then I just get really disgustingly sarcastic, and then I just, okay,
That's not
all
the
right,
worst,
nah, yo, you want to roll your eyes? Yo, I'm rolling out of this conversation, bro. What are you talking about? That's something that'll piss me off.
What about you, Evander?
Man, to be honest, I don't think there is anything like she doesn't do that.
Not yet.
Not yet.
This man's got 10 years. and
That's
10
true.
years.
That's true. But there's nothing I can think of that she'll do to like to get me upset. Like I don't know. I don't think there's anything.
What about you, Just?
I don't think it's on purpose. Okay, this is how I got to start that. She will push a button. Every single day. I'm a very patient person. I let so many things slide, and I already deal with so much at once. But I feel like if you're gonna push my button, and now you're gonna break my patience. Okay, so now we are going to talk about this. As a man, I'm coming to you, and now we are going to communicate it. What she will do, it's not on purpose. She will check out of the conversation. Don't let me speak to you. Now you riled me up. I'm here with you. I'm talking to you, and you won't respond to me.
Oh,
We are nothing without communication.
that's crazy.
We are nothing without that.
That
You know what I
is
mean?
crazy.
Love, yes, love is a great thing, but it's not enough. All right.
You need the respect.
You have to.
Man.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you one story that happened to me. Was one thing that if a girl does to me, especially when we're having an argument, if we're on the phone and this girl hangs up on me,
Jesus Christ.
Yo, I
Gosh, you
remember.
unfollowed right then and there.
I remember one time, like when I first got my G1. I think I got my G1, and I was seeing this girl, and then I remember, I don't know if I was arguing about something. I forget what we were arguing about, but then she hung up the phone on me. I'm like, what? I call her back again, and she's like, why'd you call me? I'm like, why'd you hang up on me? Hung up on me again. I'm like, oh no. I'm like,
You can't even leave that right where it
my
is.
vein in my neck was popping. Like I swear, I was like, man could not drive by myself. At that point, when you can't drive by yourself. Tell me how I took my dad's van, drove to her house in Orleans, and I literally went to her front door, and I'm like, "This, I ring her doorbell," and then no one came to the door. But then her dad pulled up and told her, it was like, "Oh, TJ's outside," and she came to the door. I'm like, so I'm standing outside. I'm like, so what were you saying? You're talking that shit? Yeah, like,
Say it to my face.
Say it to my face. Say what you were saying. The girl's like this. Oh no, I didn't mean to. I'm like, yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I'm like, hey, don't play that.
You thought somebody would pull up?
you know what I'm saying? You don't think I would pull up on you? I'm like, that's what, like, that was like 10 years ago. Like, I haven't done that in a long time. I don't let people get me to that point. But I remember, like, when I really care about something, I'm like, yo, they can get you to that point, and they do those certain small things that, like, I mean, it can drive you crazy. It's like, yo, when I look back and I think about that girl got me to that point, I'm like,
No way.
That's a respect thing, bro. Like that's such disrespect.
I think you know what I think I do. I think, but it's not on purpose. Like you were saying, I don't think it's on purpose. But one thing that does get me upset is when there is a problem or an argument that we're having, and you can call it checking out of the conversation or just you know, just giving you short answers, you know, she'll let it get to the point where you're very upset until she wants to resolve it. Like I don't think anyone else has that problem, but it's when you're kind of, you guys are going back and forth. Now she's talking, like, you know, like it's gotten to the point where
But it
you
didn't
weren't
have to
saying
get
anything
there.
when I was calm. Now you're trying to talk when I'm upset.
that I'm wild.
No, it's too late. You know what I mean?
I'm already lit. Like,
Right? Like that's something, but I don't think it's on purpose. And then she's kind of remorseful of it because she realized what she did after. But
yeah, I agree with that one.
So when you're calm,
Yeah.
So you're calm. And
when you're
talking about-
like when you're calm and and you know there's an issue and you're trying to approach the situation calmly to discuss it like adults, and she doesn't want to like discuss or communicate.
Dismiss it. They just want to.
She wants to dismiss it, or she's giving you attitude or whatever. Because my girl, she's Italian, so they have an attitude that comes with that. But like, you know, it comes with that. So I get it. But like, and you sit there and you keep on asking, "What's wrong?" You know, can we talk about it now? You know, and then okay, she starts giving you the short answers, whatever. She might say something to get you upset. Now you're upset, and now she's trying to talk about it. Well, now I'm already mad. So it's like.
Yeah, you're not getting the same energy
I'm not
when I was calm.
When I was calm, right? Yeah. I don't know. That's just something I go through.
I could feel it. I could feel that. Certain times, like, I guess, man, girls, you try to talk to them. Sometimes they're just not trying to hear. They're just giving you, like you said, they're giving you the short answers. They're just not into it. And then, right when they want to talk about it and they want to, that's when they want to talk about it. When you're like heated.
When you're heated, or like, you know, like it's like, why did it take you so long?
Yeah, like I remember,
know?
like I remember there was one point like I had I messaged a girl and then I was very calm, and then I sent her a message, and then she came back to me, and she wanted to call on the phone and talk on the phone, and I'm just like, well, I'm with my family right now, like we're vibing, it's Christmas, like I can't do this right now.
Not right now.
Right?
Okay.
Like, just because your Christmas party ended does not mean my Christmas party ended. My thing is still going on. So it's just like, sometimes I feel like girls, they don't realize, like, they want it on their time. But
The
it's like,
inconvenience.
but I'm just like, when you're in a relationship, it's not about, then they come back to you like, oh, so what, so we talk on your time? I'm like, it's not about my time or your time. You tell me when it's good for you, I tell you what's good for you. I tell you what time is good for me, you tell me what time is good for you.
It's a
We
mutual
come to
agreement.
mutual time that we can talk, and we talk it out. Like, if I tell you, oh, I can only talk on Tuesdays, and you can only talk whatever, like Wednesday afternoon, maybe I can move something around and fit and try to accommodate, like come to that.
That's meeting in the
compromise
middle.
and meet in the middle. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be like, oh, I need to talk to you right now.
I want you to drop everything.
Drop everything. Stop. Like me and my family, I'm drinking. You want to have a conversation with me, but I'm drunk.
Come
and
on.
you, I'm gonna yell. I'm like, I bet.
Like,
If I yell at you,
for
it
me,
is what it is.
one thing that, you know, my girlfriend like does is like, I mean, she's always on her phone and stuff like that. And when I'm at work, because I drive, right, for a living, and when I'm at work, and she'll send, like, she's really into social media and TikTok and all of that. So
She'll send you memes and then
send me something,
but you can't respond. You can't
and I
reply.
can't respond to it.
And
right
she'll get
away.
angry that you're not replying.
Yes.
This is all something that's not new to me.
Like, you know, like I'll be at work and I'm driving, like, but the thing is, sometimes I will look.
Yeah, and then not
see-
respond.
And then not respond
because you're driving.
because I'm doing something.
But
Right
yeah,
now.
you're supposed to give me time to respond.
Right? And it's like, you know, and then she gets mad. Why didn't you respond to anything I sent you? And it's like, well, I'm at work. I'm busy. I'm not even supposed to really be on my phone. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's something that she doesn't always understand right away. You know, like,
Oh, no, she
like you said,
understands.
she wants you to respond on the spot when she sends.
Yeah.
You're using the
When she
TV, she
sends
wants
it.
you to drop the TV when she calls
Right?
you.
It's like they come at you in a crazy way instead of just coming at you correct. It's like, if you come at me correct, I'm gonna respond to you correctly. Like, if you come at me with anger and disrespect, it's kind of like, yo, you expect me to come with you calmly? Like, if you said, oh, why didn't you, like what's wrong? How come I haven't heard from you? I'm like, all right, my bad. I looked at the message and I forgot to respond. I'm sorry. This is what happened. But sometimes they just don't understand that. They're just kind of like, yo, they go straight from 0 to 100. It's like,
skip
why
it,
didn't you
skip
answer?
it. Yeah.
What were you doing? And it's kind of like, no, I was like, chill.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
relax.
no, that's it.
That kind of happens with me at the club too. Like when I'm DJing, whatever. We'll drive and then we'll be talking whatever on the phone or something. Then I'll get out, have to. This more so happens on events where I'm not like by myself, where there's like maybe 2 or 3 DJs or something. She'll text me throughout, just checking in and whatever. But then when I'm not replying, it's because, well, I'm still
Playing.
out, you
Yeah,
know, or I might be playing, or I'm with some of my boys or whoever else, and then that'll become an issue. Like, oh, well, why didn't you reply to me? Like, you weren't DJing all night. Why didn't you reply? And blah 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 blah. And TeeJay.
Because I'm not
anyways.
thinking about that right now. That's
She
how I
already
feel.
knows though that you're gone in that block.
Yeah.
Like, there's a time block there, so you can't be upset with. I'm not doing anything wrong in the moment. I just can't respond to you every.
They
second.
do that. They do that shit on purpose because, like,
This man said because she's bored.
real shit though. Like, if like for him, like he's DJ.
Yeah.
Like my hours, if I go DJ, it's from
But
like
the thing
11
is-
to 2 a.m. So if
Simple as that.
I'm DJing from 11 to 2 a.m., you think I'm gonna be on my phone? I'm very mixing. I'm mingling. I'm doing my thing.
Well, the
But
thing-
but it's the thing. Sorry. There are some times where I am on my phone. I'm on Instagram.
that's what I was gonna say.
There's some times I'm on my phone.
There are times like I feel like what they also think is that okay, well you can make time,
Yeah.
right? There's no way you're not on your phone the whole time.
Yeah.
Choosing
There
not
is
to talk
times
to
and
me.
like I feel like they expect you to accommodate in some way, but sometimes like for me like I understand that, but sometimes
Yeah.
I just forget.
But
Yeah.
but tell me for him like he's in the club. It's like, what do you have to message me when I'm in the club? Like, what is there for you to message me about? Like, am I coming home? I guess I'm coming home.
Yeah.
Like I'm DJ. Like I don't feel like there's nothing for my. If I was a DJ and my girl knows I'm gone from 11 to 2, what do you need to talk to me from 11 to 2? You should go to sleep, watch a movie.
It's just so she told me before. Like sometimes it's just the fact of like a reassurance thing. Like,
Yeah,
are
they
you
miss
okay?
you.
Are you doing like? Are you like what's going on at the club? Is there anything interesting? Like she obviously doesn't go out, right? So then like she'll just want to know that okay, are you coming home after the club? Do you have to wait to get paid? Do you have to wait to talk to the promoter or whatever? Blah 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 blah. Just kind of like check in here and there.
Is Cree still like that now?
No. Like this is like
Yeah, that's the beginning.
yeah. So like now we got to a point where it's like understandable where I will do that myself.
it does
and
end.
then oh shit.
It does end at some point.
Yeah, so there's a point like later on where I figured, okay, this is what she requires to be reassured. I need to give her that reassurance. So I started taking that up on myself and then just checking in on her like, hey, how you doing? Is everything okay? Are you sleeping? Okay, good night. I'm gonna be home at da whatever. Or like if I'm coming from Montreal, okay, I'm coming from Montreal, rated T, I'll be home at this time. And that's it.
That's maturing as a couple.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, because I used to not tell her shit. Okay, I'm going out. I don't know when I'm coming back.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I never know.
Listen, I'm going out to go DJ. I'm gonna go with the boys. I'm drinking. I'm going shit face. I don't know when I'm coming back home.
I don't know what time. I don't know. I don't put a time frame on
Fab,
this.
you remember
It's
boys' night?
Like they should worry if I don't come back home at the next morning. If they don't see me. But I don't know. The reassurance thing is like I'm like I feel like you know where I'm at. Like you know what I do. So it's just like you know what time I'm gonna be gone from this hour to this hour. So it's just like I feel like anything you want to ask me can wait till I get home.
100%.
That's why I feel like I was like, what do you have to ask me that's so important that you can't wait till I get home? Like that's why I don't understand. Like if I'm a DJ, you know my hours are from this to this. So it's just like you know the process of me being DJ. I have to be here to the end basically. I have to get paid, and yeah, I might mingle, but I'm in an event. I'm talking to friends. This is what the environment
You have
is.
to promote yourself.
You know what I mean? This environment is. So it's like, why are you like? I can understand like, oh, are you okay? Like, are you coming home? Actually, I don't really understand that because you know where I'm at. Like, you know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like that. Are you okay? Text or when are you coming home? Text. It's kind of like, why does that matter? But the thing is, most females, I don't know if your women are like that. Is they feel like they can't sleep until their partner's with them.
That is a known thing.
I don't know if that's if your girls are
That
like
is a
that.
known thing.
But I know some girls may be like that.
I never asked Veronica if she's like that, so I don't know.
That's a
Kind of to see if you're safe type.
Like I know his girls like that because sometimes we were upstairs and Child's be talking to me and she'll either come upstairs and sit on Child's lap and say come to bed, or she's yelling at Child from the basement, or she's
funny.
or she's calling Child's phone and I see Child's phone. I'm like she calling
he downstairs?
calling you? She downstairs? She calling you? I'm just like. I'm all right. Go downstairs.
and then I'll be like, nah, nigga, she can wait. And then she comes upstairs and gives me the look.
Like,
It's honestly, it's both ways though. I understand what they're saying where they can't sleep by themselves just because they're so used to like, being caught or whatever. So like even when I finish overnights and I come home to sleep and then she's gone to work in the morning, I'm sleeping by myself. I'm like, yo, like why can I not be this small spoon right now, bro? I need a body right here, dog.
Do you guys cuddle your girlfriends when you all night?
No, there's no way I can fall asleep like that.
Okay, because I'm.
There's no way.
That's what I'm saying.
I need to turn over. I'm sorry, but she doesn't get that sometimes either.
Oh, so she wants. Yeah, you see, that's what I'm saying. I can
all
cuddle.
night.
I can cuddle to fall asleep, but then we gotta disperse. Like, we gotta like.
It's too hot.
Yeah,
Right, that's it right there.
It's too hot.
you just gotta get off. Like we can cuddle to you fall asleep, but when you fall asleep, I'm trying to like you gotta go over there. You can put your booty on me and let me sleep like that, but other than that, just jam. It's weird because sometimes you're just one arm is just like this.
That one arm.
That arm is dead. Why you lying to me? That whole arm is sleeping. Right?
You're in that comfortable place where you don't want to move because she's lying on you. It's like I feel uncomfortable, but I guess I gotta lay like this for till she rolls over.
And with that too, it's the hair. It's the hair for me because you go to movie and start pulling their hair, right? That's if the girl does have long hair, because that happens to me all the time. She gets pissed and you wake her up.
Shambles.
Wear a bonnet. Wear a bonnet.
When you ever seen an Italian girl wear a bonnet?
She gonna have to start.
She gonna start.
Do you guys have anything you guys want to ask? You guys got nothing, huh?
I think I want to ask.
Nigga, you got
got us
hoes.
heated. That's why. now we're all thinking about our girls. Now we got to
Look at your wife or something. I'm asking, will your girl let you guys go to a strip club?
No.
Oh gosh.
That's a whole story.
That's
Don't know if I want to talk about it on the pod.
Do share.
I don't know if I want to talk about it on the pod. I don't know if it's a good move.
No, probably
I don't
not.
think it's a good move.
Probably
Okay,
not.
wait. What if you bring her?
Huh?
Which
That's different.
Would she come with you?
I think so.
I think so too.
I think so.
You feel me? But if you want to go on your own, I still think that she would let you go. But now she has an attitude about it.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? So you're playing. Yeah, that's tricky water right there.
No, it's
just like,
I'm talking about you're going to a bachelor party and you're going off to the strip club. Bro, she's holding that on you. Straight facts.
Is that you going to a strip club? We should let you go to a strip club?
No.
It's not a question.
No. Just want me to be around these strippers, nigga.
It's true.
So does Cree still ask you randomly if you love her?
Nigga, every day. Every day. But, man, okay. Like, we'll say, yeah, I love you, whatever, here and there. It's not the love. It's the, do you like me? Like, yes, nigga. Like, why?
That I don't get.
Do you still
Yeah.
like me?
Like, do you still like me? She asked me this, like, I don't know. She would ask me, like, okay, no, genuinely, because I know, like, couples drift apart and da-da-da. Like,
There's no way she's serious about it. There's no way.
She has to be serious.
I don't know.
This is the reassurance.
You don't know.
I don't know. I think it's a bit of both. Like, okay, so like example, after like we have an argument, like maybe later on, she'll be like, "Do you still like me?" I'm like, "No, nigga, I don't like you."
There's
like right now.
there's no way Cree is serious with that question. She's probably just doing it to be like, cute or whatever.
Maybe, but like, nigga, don't ask me.
There's no way.
That ain't cute.
Don't ask me no stupid question.
That's what I'm saying. If I wake up in the morning, I'm half asleep, and then you just come up to me and you're just like, "Dude, do you still like me?" I'd be like, "Move."
I feel like it's self-explanatory. Right, you're here with me, no? If I didn't like you, if I didn't want to be around you, you wouldn't see me.
Right.
I think she's most likely definitely joking.
Yeah,
It's an
it's
inside
a
joke,
thing,
right?
yeah.
But like, nigga,
That's because
almost
she knows
every.
she's hard to handle sometimes, right?
Listen,
You
we're not gonna
probably
talk
can-
about that today, bro.
Okay, then leave that for the next one.
Oh.
I think that's not even funny. If I think that's cute or a joke, I'm just like,
I don't know.
I'm like, nah. Like,
Because when my girl does it, she does it in this like cute high pitched voice, and I feel like that's when I can feel like she's just saying it because it's a joke.
the baby
But sometimes I actually don't know if it's a joke. Like the way she asked it, it's like,
Well, that's what I mean, though. Yeah, sometimes
like,
it's a
are
joke.
You dead ass right now? Like
Yeah, sometimes it's a joke, and then sometimes it comes off as like
what you
serious.
said. Like I swear I told you I said it.
I swear. Don't
I
ask
swear
me
I
that
said it.
question. I feel like the girl just knows who she is, how she is. You know, like again, how it is to handle her. Man, if I didn't want to be here, I wouldn't be.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
I have a question
Clearly I wanna
actually.
be with you.
What is something that your girlfriend gets? I think we've already asked this, but like so angry, something that you do.
Oh,
What's something that you do that like gets her pissed off or riled up
Okay.
or something? I don't know.
Ooh. Off the spot, I can't. You have anything?
I'm trying to think of that right now. Like I said, my girl's
Something
something
that
that part. She knows that she pisses me off
Something
in
that
that
I
way.
do.
And I just get wild.
There
So,
has to be something that you do that's
yeah, that
that
makes
she-
her mad.
Man, it's probably just the whole thing I said earlier about not replying to her
Yeah,
Instagram
communication,
reels and TikToks and stuff. Like honestly, she hates that. You know, it's I guess the lack of communication throughout the day. You know.
yeah. I know. Well, you guys relationship, so but like me is like when I'm single. If I'm seeing a girl, usually the thing they might say to me is either I don't make enough time for them or something like that. They get mad that I'm not putting more effort into it because
Yeah.
I remember I was focusing on rebuilding this podcast basically.
Yeah.
And I told her, I was like, listen, my goal is to rebuild the podcast. Is rebuild it, go consistent with it. And then her reply was, well, I thought you'd take more. I thought you would be more serious about making me a goal of yours. I'm like, I didn't know goal.
Nigga,
I'm like, to me, I'm just like, that kind of response is kind of like, yo, listen, like your goals, like for anyone, like they're not here for a long time. If you don't go for it, women are gonna be here forever, right? I'm not saying you for to wait forever, but my mentality is like, y'all ain't getting y'all ain't dying tomorrow.
The thing is though, like I feel like it all comes down to like I guess balance. Like there is a way you can hold down a girl and still do this podcast thing. You know what I mean? There is a way because there's people doing it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, with me, it's just like I'm trying to put my energy in this. Like I think I'm just tired of
trying to prioritize.
Trying to prioritize and just try not to make women be a distraction.
Yeah.
Because women can be a distraction.
Yeah.
Women could deter you away from what your goal was if you start putting too much time or effort into them. Right? So it's like women, like you gotta give them attention. Like you guys have been saying on podcasts, like they require attention. You couldn't even like at the party. You know what I mean? She wanted that reassurance. She wanted you to come up to her. So it's like they want you to take them out. They want you to talk to them. They want you to make them feel special. Like I'm not against doing that, but like I gotta be in the headspace for that. If my headspace is
That okay.
You know what I mean? If my headspace is focusing on this, and also I play sports 3 or 4 times a week, so it's just like, where am I fitting you in?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, just for me, it's one of those things where that's something you just have to like communicate right away. Like,
I did that shit.
yeah, but they have to like, if it needs to be implemented and like
Right from the start.
right from the start, because like for example, for myself, like obviously DJing is something that I'm very passionate about, and DJing actually became one of the issues in a relationship. But I'm like, yo, like this is DJ. This is me. Like I'm a DJ. I have goals. I have plans that I want to achieve. I have things that I want to get to or experience. And you need to be understanding of what I'm trying to do. Doesn't mean that I'm going to prioritize DJing over you. There's going to be time to DJ. There's going to be time to follow that career path or explore that. And there's also going to be time that I'm going to set aside specifically for you. So you need to be able to understand that, okay, this is something I'm very passionate about. This is something that I'm really interested in doing. And you're going to have to understand that there are going to be some days where I'm going to put more into that than into you. And at the same time, when after whatever, you also have to have that balance to put the same time into them and then put that project aside as well.
What I'm saying.
But that has to be communicated at the get-go. Like, yo, I understand that our time is important. This is something that's important to me. So you need to be understanding of that.
No.
You don't think so?
No, I agree. But I agree.
I know, like but for you, like even though I don't know if you communicated that with her when you guys first started dating, but when you guys first started dating, you weren't into the DJ thing.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, you were. So
yeah, like I started Breakup Squad in 2015.
Okay,
so that's when I started like actually.
So, like, girls like they might say they're okay with it at the first because it's the beginning, right? But then they might not mean it. And then literally when they get comfortable, they're trying to control her, or they get more into things. They want to spend more time with you and all that stuff. But what they don't realize is when they give you those ultimatums.
That's what I was going to say. I was waiting to say that.
Ultimatum?
When they give you those ultimatums, like those, like, oh,
What do you mean, what
you
if?
need to like
If
you have to be like, oh, it's either me or DJ.
You can't do
The
that.
thing is, the thing is,
that's what I'm saying. If they give you an ultimatum,
That you can't-
what are you choosing?
Fam,
I'm choosing soccer. I'm like, that's crazy to me. That's it. If you told me to choose you over soccer, I'm choosing soccer only because if I choose you over soccer, honestly, it depends on when it comes to your age, basically.
Your
like right now,
age.
I'm like, if I was 20, right, soccer at 20, I was heavily into soccer, right. Right now, I'm realistic. I'm 30. I'm not making it pro realistically, so I'm realistic. I'm like, I know. Okay, I can't be focusing too much
For
on
me,
soccer.
I already let them know what the answer is.
What's the
If
answer?
they give me, I already let them know. If you ever come to me with that, me over YouTube or me over cars or whatever, I'm letting them know I'm choosing the car.
listen, this is the thing, right?
I'm sorry, I'm choosing the car.
if you and this doesn't necessarily just have to be like the female, this is also towards guys too. Like if you're in a relationship with someone and you really love them, there should be at no point where you feel comfortable to give that person an ultimatum because you have your YouTube thing that's important to you because I love you.
Exactly.
I'm gonna make sure that this is important to myself as well and not put myself in between. If someone puts themselves in between me and something I'm passionate about, galang about no
Right?
business.
That's the thing.
Like why? If you love me, then you know that this is important to me. This is something very important. This should also somewhat be of importance to you. You shouldn't be getting in the way of a podcast, work, YouTube video, DJing. It's just something that needs to be again like solidified in the relationship.
They probably don't realize that even if I choose them over soccer, realistically, maybe not now, but if I'm with her for like 8 or 9 years, that there could build resentment.
Yeah.
And we might just end later on. We might not end right now, but we might not make it later on. Because like if I were to choose her over soccer, and then I see one of my boys make it to like the nationals, and I was as good as him or better than him, and you made me put my dreams aside to be with you, and that's what I wanted. It's kind of like I'm gonna be sour towards you now, and then my feelings towards you are gonna either go away or just be pissed off at you because you got in the way of my dream or my passion, and that's what sucks is having that what if in your mind.
There should never be a what if.
Exactly. There should never be a what
There
if.
should never be a what if.
That's what I'm saying. That's what ultimatums do. Is like if they make you choose them over a passion of yours, like imagine if she gave you this ultimatum, you chose her,
That's
and
impossible.
then
There's
later
no-
on, like
you
you're
care
30,
the way you say
you're
you
40,
care.
you're 40, and you're like, oh,
Right?
I wish I tried DJ, right? Imagine if he chose Nakria over his dream, 40, and he's at 40, and he's like, oh, I wish I tried DJ.
That's
It's
the
too
thing.
late.
Always gotta chase your
I
dream.
mean, you're always like, what if? What could I have gone? What could I have accomplished? It might not work out, but at least you know that you tried it, and then you know it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Just because you're in a relationship with someone doesn't mean you need to put your dreams aside. It just means like, okay, well, first of all, depending on what level you're at in your relationship, you need to look at, okay, well, is this something that's realistic? Is this something that, you're going to take up now and then forget about a month and a half later? Because at that point, okay, some people do have a point. But if you see that someone's really passionate about something and there's longevity and like every time they're doing stuff to increase their passion, okay, well, Evander is serious about YouTube. I can see that he's very passionate about it. I'm not going to put myself in between that. And then you just either it becomes an issue or you fix it and it doesn't become an issue.
Yeah.
Well, don't be giving no ultimatum. I feel like if you give an ultimatum, you're brave. You're hella brave. It depends what they're doing though. If your girl's doing OnlyFans or some shit like that, it's either, I'm giving an ultimatum.
Would you be okay with your girl having an OnlyFans account? That's a question. I actually have to leave soon, but
I've thought about that question, and I
Hold-
wouldn't be okay with it.
I have. You know what? Prior to that question, I have an even more interesting question. If you say you have a certain lifestyle, right? You make 6 figures, whatever the case is, and you bring your partner into your lifestyle that's not making as much as you, and say you break up, and this person now sues you for, loss of lifestyle kind of thing.
Loss of a life. That's a thing.
Something I heard, something like that,
That's a
like where
thing?
like this partner brought in this
Okay.
into their lifestyle. The partner, like the guy or whatever, is living a lavish lifestyle. This person's obviously not, but he brought her into his lifestyle,
Okay.
and then now she's living lavish in his lifestyle. And then they break off.
Damn.
Is the guy responsible for upkeeping your lifestyle?
No.
Are you?
Okay,
Go,
is
go,
there
go.
It was,
children
it was something.
involved?
It was something I heard, like something like this that I heard.
There's no way that's real.
Like, is the guy now responsible for upkeeping your lifestyle until you
no.
get back on your feet, or like, well, no, nigga, like I was in this lifestyle before.
before
I
I
brought
met
you in. Now, like now we're separated. You need to figure out what you're gonna do. I'm not gonna keep carrying you.
That sounds familiar. I think that's what happened with the actor Tyrese. He had a wife. He had his wife.
That-
and his,
yes.
And his wife was leaving him, and she wanted a certain amount of money to put up her lifestyle. But he's like, before when we were married, you never went to parties. You never cared about Gucci. You never cared about Balenciaga. You never cared about that. So why do you need $200,000?
Yeah.
Right. So when he was leaving, when they engaged, I think she asked for a lot more money, but he's just like, why do you need that money? You were very basic on what you wanted. So why do you need this much amount? Or
Yeah.
why are you asking for $2 million? You never spent $2 million ever. That's crazy. Which is kind of crazy. So it's like, I think that's what you're referring to. Maybe,
I think so. Yeah.
Maybe that.
Maybe.
I think when you were describing it, kind of sound familiar, but like that would be crazy. Like I don't know if that goes to court or something like that, but if a girl ever said that shit, like you need to support my lifestyle, I'd be like the hell.
Or even like just what's that prenup?
Yeah, that's why people would be signing those.
Yeah.
Right?
You have to sign a prenup. You have to.
Are you guys into prenups?
I think you have to.
I told well, we had this conversation where we're like, hey, in the first 5 years of marriage, we'll do a prenup, and then after 5 years, we'll take it off.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you can pull it.
I think so. I think so. I don't know. Because I'd assume the first few years of marriage is rough, right? So either you're gonna make it or you're gonna break it. So if you pass that 5 year mark, which like is a real testament of your marriage, right?
Yeah.
Like it's better off that you have a prenup, so you guys both leave with what you put in, and then boom.
Honestly,
After the 5 years, you're locked in, nigga.
honestly, what is 5 years though? 5 years goes by quickly.
Yeah,
5 years is nothing. Like 5 years is
Man.
what you finance a car for. That thing goes by quick.
Man, I think for 5 years is long, bro.
To me, I feel like 5 years should pass. Like I don't know, time
Yeah.
like it's
Everything passes, bro.
like you see people get married after knowing each other for like a month or a few months. So it's like, what is time really?
Yeah.
What is really time? What does time really dictate? Because people either get together within a few months and then they last long, or they've been together for 11 years and they break up. So what's time? Like I feel like, why does it even matter? Like,
Shit
why does it
happens.
matter? You know what I mean? Like if you get prenup for 5 years, you're gonna blink. 5 years are gonna go by. She can leave you then, and she can leave you before. It just depends if she leaves with or without something.
Yeah.
You tell me a girl can't wait 5
Yeah,
years.
now that you gave her that time limit, she'll just
Yeah,
wait for it to end, right?
To me, if someone told me,
My
oh,
God.
someone told me, oh, okay, you have to last 5 years before you get $50 million. I'm like, I bet. I'm locked in.
Yeah.
Mine's locked in. I'll wait 5 years.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're telling me in 5 years, if I stay with you, I'm gonna get $50 million.
Yeah.
Okay, challenge accepted.
This nigga said challenge accepted.
To me, that comes as a challenge now, because it's like you're telling me I'm gonna get benefits after 5 years. I'm like, all right.
True.
Like if someone tells you, oh, okay, you're getting prenup, right? If you leave me or you cheat on me within 5 years, okay, you get nothing. Okay, so after 5 years, I get everything. Is what you're telling me. So
They're set for life after that.
so I might as well just lock in for the 5 years, and just wait.
Waste man.
Like for example, like if you had a prenup and your girl made more than you, and she said, if she said, oh, if you cheat on me within these 5 years, you did anything, or if you try to leave, you leave with nothing, would you still? But if you stay with me, you inherit all this money, you do that, you get all these assets.
You shouldn't really be.
I'm not saying you should be in it for that.
Yeah.
But like if you're broke, right, and you're like your lifestyle is like it's not as how she lived up, right? Are you gonna leave, go back to being broke, or are you gonna last the 5 years so at least you can live off?
That's true. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying if you're broke, and she's saying you 5 years, you gotta stay till you actually get something, Why not wait the 5 years?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why would you want to go back to being broke?
Yeah.
Broke is not fun, especially not in this economy. You can't buy shit. Grapes are $10, man. You want to go back? What do you say?
It's true.
You can't put a time on it.
That's what I'm saying. You can't put a time on anything.
No.
Like,
But even at that, now the problem with that is now the person who has it, right, could just hold that over your head. Like, they would threaten you with that. Whether if there wasn't a time limit, now I just, go ahead, fuck around and find out.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? So you
Yeah.
can't. That's a hard game to play.
Yeah.
but it's crazy. I don't know. That's who really knows. I'm not even in that situation. You know, and all that dividing and all that stuff and putting your girl on the lease and all that type. Yeah. No. Y'all have no other questions? Y'all good?
We're good.
I'm good.
That was a blessing, right?
All right.
Yeah, man.
Thanks, guys, for coming. Thanks for coming on the first relaunch of TeeJay Talks.
Yo.
Hope we keep this consistent. And you guys left your ats where people can find you.
Yeah. Mine's yo_bup Instagram, and YouTube is what's Bup saying.
DJ Up and Gone or DJ Up and Gone events with a Z at the end.
Genuine.genius. Come find me.
Bless it. Hey, do you jump and go? Do you have any events coming up soon you want to let the people know about? Or
Listen, okay.
I talk about it.
let me get this man his shine.
What's today? Today is the 27th. Yeah, so I'm relaunching my event called The Exclusive. It's something that I did before COVID at the Hudson nightclub. Basically, the concept of Exclusive is to bring out-of-town DJs to Ottawa to give a different sound, a different style of mixing, a different experience. I know living in a city like Ottawa, people can get tired and bored of the same DJs. So, we're playing dancehall, soca, Afrobeat, hip-hop, everything. That's the 10th of February. The 3rd of February at Tropical, it's an Afro beats meets dancehall. Your boy will be repping the Jamaican ting, you know what I'm saying? And then February 16th is a Friday, Demon Time Lingerie Edition. Come out and skin out and ting. So that's all I got.
All right, thanks guys for watching. Please be on the lookout for all DJ Up and Gone events, and also look out for TeeJay Talks Christ, which I'll get more into later on. But we'll see you next time.
Bless.
Peace.